James Bray. Have you ever wondered how to survive if there were a zombie invasion? Well, you're in luck, because it just so happens that we have some helpful information. So sit back, relax, and I hope that by the end of this report, you will have information on how to... This video contains information on how to survive if the world were suddenly turned into zombies, and of course the world refers to the people on the world. It explains and describes what measures must be taken to save yourself and quite possibly the lives of others. The steps listed must be taken in the correct order and followed explicitly for complete success. The writer of this report is not liable for any psychological damage and/or sprains, broken limbs, massacred acquaintances, bites, scrapes, bruises, zombifications, and personal fatalities. Here are some supplies that you might need. First off, you'll need the heartlessness required to kill those that you once knew and loved, again. And you also will need an in-your-face catchphrase that's either a play on words or extremely cliche. We'll get to that later. You'll also need some form of shelter and some weapons. Preferably, you'll have perhaps a gun or something, but we seem to only have melee weapons. You'll also need... Whoa! You are out, mister! You'll also need something to carry supplies in, as it is very important. You'll need a few things, like, we'll get to that. The first and possibly most important step when dealing with the undead is coming to grips with the fact that the undead do in fact exist. Some ways of dealing with this emotional baggage include crying, screaming, suicide, which is the least desirable because it makes all the other steps useless. And possibly the most productive, and which I'll be doing, is bottling up all your anger and sadness and taking it out on the zombie menace. So, as I said earlier, you'll need a bag to carry supplies in. Some very important supplies include bottled water, food that does not need to be prepared, like possibly mostly junk food, and the most important supply you could ever use is toilet paper or paper towels. It's very key when running from zombies. Alright, you're going to need to find some form of shelter. High ground is desirable. You normally don't want to go with personal residences because although they may have enough food to last for a long time, they don't always have the strength to last until the zombies are dead again. But I seem to have found my shelter, and hopefully this one will suffice. High ground, remember, no personal residences unless absolutely necessary. Make sure it's strong. Barn or garage strong, as this may be. Whenever you are out, whether it be running from zombies or switching shelters, always be on the lookout for other humans, because being with another human greatly increases your odds of survival. Luck. We'll find another breed. Hey! You're alive. Yeah. Alright. Nice. First off, very, very nice. Okay.
I'm so scared.
Do you know of any good shelter?
There's some in that direction, where I came from.
Is there food and is there strength?
There's a little bit of food with the big mutants.
This direction?
This direction. Get back! Get us!
Alright, in killing zombies, it's very important that you aim at the head.
You want some of this?
Destroy the brain. They won't stop if you shoot them anywhere else.
Die!
Destroy the brain,
Fool!
and things will be fine.
Now that you know the basics, before we move on to more intricate steps, this is the perfect time to come up with that catchphrase. Hopefully, at this point, you've become more comfortable with putting the damned out of their misery. The best phrases are made up in the heat of the moment, so experiment a bit with this. Try killing a zombie or two, and then say something that would seem witty at the time. Perhaps if time permits, you could let one get entirely too close to you or a party member. Let you get the adrenaline pumping. Some form of struggle will make the saying more powerful and convincing. Some may ask, well, why is the catchphrase so important anyway? In which case, one would have to explain that the hearing's last things to go, and perhaps a human side will comprehend it and respect you more for that saying. Here are some templates to follow, in case you can't come up with anything on your own. It looks like you're blank, blank, blank. Don't make me kill you again, you blank, 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 blank. Suck on that! And blank, 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 you maggot-infested pus brain.
Suck on that!
By this time, you should have managed to form some sort of party, which is very important. Always find a party. And once you're in that party, you need to select a leader. And the leader should always, always, always have the guide at all times so they know what to do. Do not let pride or anything get in your way of getting this to the leader. Who should be the leader of this small group we have? That zombie guy seems to be sane.
I think I should be the leader because I got this sweet helmet.
I think I should be the leader because I have the tank right now and I don't want to hand it over.
I got the helmet.
Hey, Rex, is this for it?
Gotcha. One more time. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Fine.
All right. Now that we have our leader selected, we're going to move on to those steps. Let's do this thing. Killing zombies sure does make you really, really tired. So, whenever you feel the urge to sleep and you think it's safe and there are no zombies afoot or no possible way of zombies getting in, always, always, always point a lookout to make sure that no zombies are coming. Allow your other partners to get a little bit of sleep, then you can take shifts. It's very, very helpful to be resting up when killing zombies.
That's his weapon.
What shall we do when nature calls? One shall do what one has always done. Go. Hopefully your shelter will have some form of lavatory. This might not always be the case. Hopefully in such emergencies, you'll be able to pick a certain area in which is strictly for waste-draining purposes. As always, the task is easier for men, except for when ladies walk in. As always, the task is easier for men because they can just go off the roof or pee standing up. But everyone has to do our least favorite thing to talk about. When the urge strikes, there's only one thing you can do. You might not have any toilet paper, so check the entire area for paper towels, toilet paper, basically anything soft. Clothing if you can find any. If not, you have socks. It's a nasty bit to talk about, but at least you're not like the zombies. When the body dies, it expels all of the bodily waste, and the dead then rise, so it's either use desperate measures or suffer the messy consequences. If at any time any of your party members is overtaken by the enemy, you normally don't go in and save them. It's a suicide mission. But you must consider the odds. Anywhere from 1 to 3 zombies is okay to run in and save your partner, as long as you have a gun or a really, really good melee weapon. Any more zombies than that, do not worry about them. They just became the antagonists. Suck on that! If at any time any of your party members is bitten by a zombie,
I've been bitten by a zombie.
then it's best to just kill them before they become a zombie themselves.
I'm sorry, crazy guy. Ah! That wasn't my head! I love you, Lucretia, but we can't do this.
Never fall in love with any one of your party members at any time. It just leads to heartbreak. There's a chance one of you could die by zombies later on and render the other one useless.
We can't! We can't!
Pretending to be one of them normally doesn't work. Do not try to walk amongst zombies, ever. They know breathers when they see them.
Get up now, pretty baby, I'ma take you down to no man's land. I should have done this sooner, you could give it up to any man. We found a jaded and violated. Give up your inside, give it to me. This is how it is. The king fulfilled me.